Well, here we are in our home church. We're praying together, but each in our own places. Our own house church is what the early church called it. I have to tell you, in light of these scriptures for this Sunday, there are some days and nights when I say to myself, can't we all just get along? At times it seems so disconcerting and disheartening. Stressful as the pandemic has been, as well as the strained race relations and the financial mess that many of us are navigating and other stresses. It's just so tempting to lock and load and think, if not say, if you're not with me, us, then the hell with you. You're against us. We are people of faith, followers of Jesus. And we have to and hope to deal with reality. People will offend each other. And we're as human as everybody else. And we can get sucked into tempting alternatives to think and act in ways Jesus would never embody. So what prevents us from working at reconciling after we've been hurt? Well, first of all, it's work. Reconciliation doesn't just happen. It's not automatic. There's no magic. It may take more than a couple of words or a few sentences. Those won't mend the fences. It's work because it's a process, and we have to care enough to initiate it. It's work because it costs me time and energy. And soul searching, because I may have done something or said something that hurt you too. What also prevents us from reconciling love or caring enough to try to reconcile is that without realizing it, my heart can get really hard. And I can wallow in my anger and pride and self-righteousness and get so pissed off that I dig in my heels and refuse to even try to reconcile. Oh, and I can find countless ways to rationalize. You're so far off base, so off the deep end, that there's no hope for you, so I'm not even going to bother with engaging or trying to. But on the other hand, what fosters our working at reconciliation? Remembering that we're not here just for ourselves. We're here to love others as ourselves, as the scriptures remind us today, to care for others in prayer and action, taking initiative, investing. I think it also helps foster reconciling love when we come together in Jesus' name, which is what we're doing right here. If you're caring enough to watch this and listen to this and try this way of approaching life on for size, we're coming together in Jesus' name. That fosters giving people a second chance, giving ourselves a second chance, building more compassion into our judgment. As one of our team members put it, I try to give her a fair amount of grace because I know that she's under a lot of stress right now. I think another thing that helps us reconcile is practicing getting inside someone else's shoes. Putting ourselves in relationship with people in a position that we can get a sense of someone else's pain. Educate ourselves, knowing we don't know it all. We all need to keep learning. So educating ourselves, not to mention others, And once we get a sense of, once we learn, get a sense of the person, then we can advocate for them. Invite others to see the kind of pain and hardship that they're living with and be more understanding. And then we can give from what we've been given so freely: time, energy, care for the other. So educate, advocate, and donate. May we recognize the stress, our own and others, and find strength in communion with Jesus and with each other to take baby steps to start a process of reconciling. And be patient with ourselves and others as we figure out the next best steps to come back together after being hurt.